Greetings and blessings, everyone. This is Sananda of the Office of the Christ. Now we are recording, so that this will go up onto his whatever YouTube thing or whatever. I will lead you all on a meditation, and then I will have a chat, and then we can take some questions. I thought a meditation would be a good order to get myself an opportunity to come in and speak to all of you. So please get comfortable, close your eyes, do whatever it is you need to do, and breathe. Do not think about yesterday. Do not think about last month or last week or last year. Do not worry about tomorrow or next week or next year. Just be here with us right now, in this moment. This is the next level, if you will, the next stage, if you will. Many of you are going through turmoil. Many of you are going through upset, shifts. You are questioning your very existence. You are questioning who you are. So this meditation is going to assist you. So we shall begin. Bringing up the energy of the earth, from the center of the earth, from Gaia, Papatuanuku, Mother Earth, from the very center of the earth, allowing that energy to come up through the core, through the soul chakras in your feet, through the core meridians of your body, coming all the way up through your legs, into your hips, your lower torso, and into your heart center. Allowing it to settle, allowing the vibrational frequency to increase by a factor of 2.75. Invoking and bringing down the energies of source, of home, of who you truly are, down and through the crown chakra, filling your head, your shoulders, your arms, and your upper torso and your chest, and firmly going into the heart center. And as the energies of the earth and the energies of source mingle and merge within the heart center, as it comes into balance and into resonance, it explodes outwards, making a third energy of balance between the earth and source that goes into every cell of your body, completely grounding you but connecting you to home. Now for each one of you, whether you can see within or not does not matter. If you do not see, feel. But I want you to envision a scroll. This scroll is your scroll. It resides within your heart. And I want you to open your scroll and look within. See the words and or pictures that are on there. Take them into your beingness. If you don't see it or you cannot read it, simply breathe it into yourself and your soul will receive it and you will be able to utilize it when the time comes. Every breath in, you breathe in more light. Every breath out, you breathe out your expectations. You breathe out your concerns. You breathe out your judgments. You breathe out your criticisms. Simply be in this moment. Now that you have the information of the scroll, take another deep breath. Allow yourself to walk into alignment with your energy. This is not complicated. It is not difficult. Simply imagine, if you will, and focus on your true energy and allow the physical you and your energy here to begin to seek out your true vibrational energy, allowing the vibrational frequency of your physical self to begin to harmonize with the vibrational frequency of your true self and your true energy, and be open, be free, allow these energies to merge, allow these energies to come into sync one with the other, bringing you more into alignment with your own true energy. Each breath in, breathe in more light. Each breath out, breathe out your expectations. Breathe out your pain, your sorrow. Breathe out what does not serve you. Allow yourself the freedom to just be. Move deeply within you. Move deeply into your heart. Feel the energy moving between the earth and between your true home, moving through you in a balanced, cohesive way. You are one with all things, and yet you are unique unto yourself. This is not in contradiction, but rather a paradox. Both questions or both statements are true. Allow yourself the freedom to simply be in this moment. Receive that which you are ready to receive. Let go of that which you are not ready to receive. Let go of those things that you no longer need. Only keep within you that which is most important for you and your path. Not for someone else's path, but for your path. What I would like you to do now is to take several deep breaths and allow your consciousness to rise. And when you are ready, take that final deep breath and be fully present here and now with your eyes open. Greetings and blessings, Linda. This is Lord Sananda. Welcome to our little gathering. Welcome back. Come back now, everyone. It is all good, just the way it is meant to be. So, there is a great deal that is occurring and happening upon this world at this time. And you need to be made aware of the fact that what is happening off planet is being taken care of. You do not need to be concerned about it. What is happening on planet and in your lives, that is your concern. If something is happening in another country from you, don't be overly concerned. Focus on your journey, on your path, on your choices for your life. When you focus on everything else except for you, you will miss that which is for you. You will miss the opportunities. You are welcome. You will miss the opportunities. You will miss the abilities to see the synchronicities, to see the signs the Spirit is giving you. Oh, thank you. You need to understand this is a journey. Your destination is already assured. You do not need to worry about it. There is nothing that you need to do in order to achieve your destination. That is already assured. Focus on the journey, and the only way to focus on the journey is in the present moment of now. I work with every race of being that are here as starseed. They are a mixed bunch, shall we say. Should have gotten more water before. They are a very mixed bunch. They come from many different places. They look very different. They have their own manners. They have their own ways of doing things. They have their own ways of interactions. They have all of these things that is unique unto them. And they are all here for the same reason, which is the upliftment of planet Earth, for the evolution and ascension of the native human population. We strive to work to get people to focus on what is important. And what is important is your conscious choices in the moment. It is on your choices in your life that is going on right now. There are many of you that are dealing with icky situations, dealing with family, dealing with friends, dealing with jobs. And many times for many people, they feel powerless to change this. They feel that they have to participate in it. They feel that they don't have a choice. They can't walk away. You always have a choice. Yes, there are ramifications and consequences. But if you are following your heart and guidance, they will be acceptable. You have to understand this is going to a different level now. The time of doing things out of obligation is over with. Before the shift, before the event happened, shall we say, everyone is so enamored with the event, although it is not something that is outstandingly outrageous or anything. Before the completion of phase 1 of Project Earth, there was an obligation by Starseed to do certain things and to follow certain rules and to follow certain protocols and things like this. And that was very true. Let me finish, Jess, and then I'll come back to your question, because I haven't gotten to the question and answer part yet. But I will get to that shortly when I'm finished with my little dissertation, shall we say. It's time to, when we cross that pathway, when we cross that avenue, it was like a activation occurred on the other side, where I am on the other side. And all of a sudden, many, many starseeds started to awaken. This has both been good and not so good. It has caused great confusion amongst starseed that are here. It has caused a great deal of confusion with awakening starseed. And it has not been easy to deal with. And you see, with this project, on each planet that this project occurs, how it transcends, how it transposes, how it works itself out is unique, different each time, because there are different attributes, there are different scenarios. There's a lot of variations of the planets and things like this. And we grow like anybody else, and we learn, and we experience, and we learn. And you have to understand that this is a situation where many of you look at us as though we know everything, and we don't. We know a lot more consciously than you do, but you actually know everything that we know, although you don't know everything that some know. There are those who know more because they're in a position to know more and they're supposed to know more. But the general rule, the general term, we all know the same amount. It's just those of us in the fifth dimension are much more conscious of it because you're in an environment that is much denser. You're in a you've taken on this modality, if you will, this framework where you have forgotten who you are, and you have lived literally hundreds of lifetimes without awakening, without knowing anything about who you are. And so here you are faced with working through all of these different past lives and the energies and the events that still affect you today. And that's why, that's why certain readings and stuff can be very beneficial to move beyond that. I will simply say that. So, you have to realize and understand very clearly here. You are the front line, shall we say. You are the ones that are here as living examples. You are the starseed. You are the ascended masters. You, in truth, can operate from here, from your heart. It's not about obligation. It's about service. But in order to be of service, you have to first be of service to self. You have to love who you are. When you can reconnect with your true self, it becomes much easier to love yourself because you are connecting in at that higher heart space, you see, that higher connection, if you will, that allows you to connect more fully with who you are and with your heart, you see. And as you love yourself more, you have more love for other people. To be of service does not mean that you are a doormat. Does not mean that you allow people to take advantage of you. Does not mean that you allow people to abuse you. It means that you stand in your own power and divinity. And if someone comes to you and you offer your assistance, you give your assistance. And that is fine. How they take that is up to them. If they utilize what you've shared with them, that is up to them. It's not up to you. You were asked and tasked with providing this service. This one does the scroll, as an example. He writes up the scroll. Takes him 3 hours to do. Types it all up. He sends it to the person. He's done his job. He's done the scroll. He's tapped into the Akash. He's done all the things he has to do. He has no say of how you take it. He has no say in what you do with the information you receive. That's down to you. The important aspect here is he can only control himself. You can only control yourself. Therefore, if you can only control yourself, if there are those people around you who are treating you badly, that's not your responsibility. You walk away. You tell them to go away, whatever you need to do. It's about respecting who you are. You have to understand something. I say these things, and most people will look at it and go, oh, well, you're trying to empower us, and that's good. And in one way, that is kind of true. It is about empowering you, but it's about more than that. If you are living your life from a place of love and heart and discernment and living your truth and following your passion and your heart, doing all of those things, you can work in a grocery store You are being a living example. So many people want to be famous. They want to have lots and lots of money. They want to have lots of possessions. They want people to pat them on the back. But this isn't about ego. True service is about an exchange. One does something for somebody, that person does back for them. It's in balance, you see. Someone does this work and charges money. Now, this one does not charge for the service. The actual service itself has never been charged for. His time and energy is charged for. It is acceptable that way. But he also does exchanges at times. It's about win, win, win. It's that concept. This is part of the new energy. Win, 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 which means I win, you win, and whoever you're, working with also, they win as well. Everyone wins. That is part of the new energy. It's not so much about greed, Samantha. There's been this mentality that has been here for a very long time, and it's about competition. It's about being better than somebody else, being stronger, being faster, being smarter. And what I'm saying is it's time for the competition to end. It is time to recognize very clearly your own sacred and divine self, who you are. Well, I will always call you Samantha because that's how I know you as. We were talking just the other day, you and I always call you Samantha, so there you go. Al Sharon prefers calling you Samantha as well. Anyway, so it is important to understand and realize when you are operating from that heart space, that doesn't mean you allow people to walk all over you. It doesn't mean that every single person that comes and says, I need your help, that you give them help. Some will say that and they don't need your help at all. There are those, we are having an issue at the moment that I can speak about. In my role, in my position, I'm dealing with many issues. One of the issues that we are dealing with is that those of light and those of darkness are having this little tit for tat. Because each one is trying to prove that they should be leading, moving forward, being in the lead role, shall we say. And we're trying to explain to them that it's not about the light or the darkness being in a lead role. It's about the beginning process of people discovering the balance within themselves. That is the most important aspect. And it's like if somebody is trying to take advantage of you, you don't sit there and allow them to do that. You send them on their way. With love and light, of course, with love and compassion, but you send them on their way. You have to respect who you are. You have to look after yourself. So many people think, well, I have to do readings, or I have to be a caregiver, or I have to do healings, or whatever the case may be, because I have to help people, without realizing that by living your life from your heart, from a place of balance, following your heart and guidance, and doing what's right for you, loving who you are doing more service to people in this world than 1,000 readings or 1,000 healings or anything like that. Because the energy of that goes into the collective unconsciousness. And as it goes into the collective unconsciousness, every single person on this planet, no matter who they are, no matter where they are, no matter who they are, they can access that energy, that information. They can start applying that to their life, begin changing their life, and they think it's all them. And it's not. This is what's going on. You sit around and you talk amongst yourselves and let's change the world. We want to change the world. Change yourself. Change how you are. Change who you are within. Not like, well, I'm this way, so I'll just become that way. No, be who you truly are. Follow your heart and guidance. Honor and trust yourself. Yes. If all you do is get up and be miserable every day, find fault with everything, your life will be miserable. It doesn't mean that your life becomes a ballet or a rose garden. Remember, roses still have thorns. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have obstacles. But the more you're conscious, the more you're present in the now moment, it actually means that crossing over these obstacles and moving through these obstacles becomes much easier, becomes easier for you to do, allowing you more freedom to express yourself, to express your heart, to share your wisdom, to share what is inside of you. Some of you look at this one and think, wow, he knows so much. And he does. And he's conscious of a lot more than you think. But every single one of you has things within you to share, has things within you to get out, to express. It is wonderful. I work with star seeds every day. Every day I work with star seeds from all over the galaxy, from all over the universe that are here. One of the biggest concerns that I get from star seeds, I was actually speaking about this just the other day with Samantha, is this concern about being born in the old energy and now having to adjust to the new energy. So I want to share with you how to make that transition. You have no idea, Samantha. So, in order to deal with that, it's about putting to rest the past. When you think about, well, this happened to me as a kid, and I went through this in this relationship, and I had this happen, put it to rest. Forgive. Let it go. I'm not telling you to forget what's happened in your life. I'm telling you to let it go. Stop focusing on it. Stop thinking about it. Part of the new energy is where everyone wins. It's not about one person being better than someone else. It's not about one person being more powerful than another person. Has nothing to do with any of those things. There are designated ones, like this one, who is meant to be a teacher, who is meant to do readings, healings, be a teacher. There are those who are not. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with those who are not. They have other things that they're here to do. There is other things for them to explore and experience. And get over all of the rules you place upon yourselves. That is so silly. You don't need to do this. This is about you honoring you. So I'm going to take questions now, and I'm going to go back up to Jess Goss. Although I'm very good with names, he is not, and I am speaking through him. So if I mess up somebody's name, blame him, not me. I am Lord Sananda. Okay, so I have to utilize his. So let me just have a quick look here. Yes, that is correct. That'll be better. So Jess, the one who is into drumming, I believe, if I see correctly. Arcturians. Arcturians are wonderful beings. They have a tendency to be a little mental at times, but they are very wonderful beings. I want you to focus on connecting more with them. So I'm going to give you a little journey for you to use. Oh, yes. To answer your question, let me get back up here, Jess. They came to you in dream state last night. That's because you actually come from Arcturus. You don't come from Arcturus. Well, you come from the star system. You come from a planet within the Arcturian star system. What you need to do is if you envision a tunnel and look at the inside of the tunnel and look at the colors, if they're dull or dark or dank, grab your hose and clean it out. The only thing that comes out of the hose is Christ light energy, so the colors will change. They may become much more vibrant, more sparkly. You turn off your hose, you walk through the tunnel to a platform. There's 3 steps to a second platform, and off the side, well, when you're at your tunnel, you make your intention, I want to go home, or I want to go to my ship that is from my home. And so you go through the tunnel, you get to the platform, go up the steps to the second platform, and off the side of the platform is a one-person ship. You get in, it will say home, it'll say the name of the ship, whatever. You hit the green button, the lid will close, and it'll take you there. When you get there, get out. And when you get out, there'll be someone there to meet you, and you can ask them whatever you would like. They will show you whatever they can, and away you go. And when you are done, awesome. I'm glad to say your last name correctly. So when you're done, they'll take you back to the ship. You get in, it'll say platform, you hit the green button, the lid will close, it'll bring you back to the platform. Get your own information. Talk to them. Open yourself to listening to what they have to say. That is the best thing you can do. Otherwise, much of what you're hearing about is coming from other people's opinions and egos. So do we have questions? Anyone? I am open to questions. It is time to move forward in a more sustained way. So let's just go ahead and does anyone have a question that they would like to ask? Be very nice. Okay. I won't tell her who I am. Okay. Angie, wondering how close to releasing all blocks and belief systems not serving me to living my intended path, dealing with my mom's death, and fully moving past this will be what releases me to accept love and abundance freely. Well, you are as close as you are. It's not about gauging it. You are 22% along the way. No, you simply keep doing it and keep working at it, keep releasing until you get to that space where it's like, until you feel free and you can, even as you are releasing, you should be focusing on bringing in more love for self. So, well, generally when we talk, Samantha, you come up and see me. You do hear me occasionally when you are doing different things. So, well, as a starseed Kaying, you know, it is possible that you may be Arcturian as well. There are many from Arcturus. There are many from Sirius. There are many from many different places. So continue to be open. Be discerning, but be open. I have a feeling that things are just beginning to move in particular directions for you. And so let's see here. Tui, yes, I know Spirit is pushing me to my path down the line. However, I have been resistant because I have asked help to keep my family together before I do the spiritual work. Not sure if I'm getting assistance on this. This is a difficult one to address, Tui. There is only one thing that I can actually tell you. Follow your heart. You have to follow your heart and guidance no matter where it leads you. Sometimes we try and keep something bound and together when it should not be. I am not making any suggestions here. All I'm telling you to do is follow your heart and guidance. If you're not following your path because you are making some reason why you can't, what are you going to say when that's sorted? Is there going to be something else that's going to deter you as well? Unfortunately, Sandra, how this works is this way. When we speak through someone, we we have to use their filters. We have to use the way they communicate, their words, and all of these types of things. He's a very clear channel. He's one of the clearest channels that I've ever spoken through. He doesn't. There's nothing that holds me back from saying the things that I need to say. But he's still. I am, because I'm speaking through him. I still have issues around names. I'm not saying that this is where she's from, but I am saying that she has a very strong connection to the Pleiadian system. Perhaps it's time for you to raise your head above the storm and see what is there. Excellent, Angie. I want to thank all of you for joining with us today. It has been a wonderful opportunity and time, and I would like to finish this with a few thoughts. As Starseed, you are truly amazing individuals. There is nothing that you cannot accomplish if you put your mind to it. Samantha, she's not on a ship, but she's in the higher part of the near realms. There is still waiting to make a particular choice as far as what will happen from there. But she is fine, and she is making considerations for what she wants to do. She's still dealing with a few things from the incarnation, and once that is done, she is going to be making her choice. She has a choice. So here's some final thoughts for you. Believe in who you are. Trust in your heart. Trust in your guidance. Have love for yourself. This is vitally important. You are, without a doubt, a sacred individual. I believe it is time for you to start acting that way and living your life that way. So many blessings to all of you, and have a wonderful day.